Hello bunnies, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for your support and love. Subscribe to my channel, do like, comment and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notifications of my updates. Your positive response motivates me the most. Take care, stay happy, healthy and safe. Storyline depends on my imagination and it's not related to any idol's life. All photos credit goes to its rightful owners. Pura hai my cutie bunnies. She hid her hands behind her back. June looks at her with suspicious look. June, will you? This time he raised his voice, and she flinched but didn't forward her hand. June, show me your hands, he said while pressurizing each and every word. She flinched hard and visibly gulped and forwarded her hand. But what June showed made his eyes widen. June, what's this? Who did this? He held her hands in his big one. Her hands are having hitting marks. He sat down in front of her and hugged her tightly. That's it for her. She broke down in front of her oppa in tears. Guys, don't misunderstand Taekook. Yeah, they are bad boys and they do many things which isn't appropriate. But yeah, they love Ryan so much. It slips away from their mind about her punishment of kneeling out of the classroom, and they are totally unaware about Mr. Nam called her in his cabin for punishment. Other side with Chimmy baby, he is watching TV while sitting on the couch. Taekook came there after placing their stuffs in their room. Cook, suddenly what happened to her? There, that's what I'm thinking. I thought less grades isn't in her dictionary. Cook, she will definitely get hardly punished by Hyungi. Sat on the couch. There, but she have to face it. She did mistake. Why she didn't study? You know, when Hyungi gave us time for revision, I once looked at her and she was lost in her world only. Also sat beside Chimmy. Cook, leave that nut there. Chimmy baby is hearing to them from the time they came and sat there. Chimmy, Hyungi, what is nar? He asked to Cook. Cook, huh? What are you asking, baby? Lying on the couch and took Chimmy baby in his embrace. Chimmy, Hyungi, you just said no. Confused pout. There. Ash, baby, it's not nerd, it's nerd. Cook, yes. Tighten the hug. Chimmy laughed. Hyungi! He laughed as Cook was hugging him tightly and then losing his grip and continues it. Jimin, no! He said and struggled to get out of Cook's tight grip. Cook loosened his grip but is still caging the youngest in his arms. They said, Cook, you are doing exercise doesn't mean you can touch my poor Jimmy. Pulling the youngest in his arms, and Cook also let him go. And Jimmy baby hugged Ted tightly while sitting on his lap. Taekook also joined Jimmy baby in watching TV. Jimin, Yoongi, looking up at Tae, Btsbunny, concentrating on TV. Hobby came to them. Here, taste it, babies. He fed 3 of them kimchi to taste it. Taekook, tasty Hyungi. Hobby looks at Jimmy. Jimin, delicious, said while doing his cute little dance. Hobby, thank you, baby. And where is Ryan? Cook, looking at TV in study room with Juni Hyungi. Hobby nodded and went to kitchen back. Jimin again looks up at Kyungi, what's not? Innocently. Tae, it's someone who has boring hobby or is good at only one particular thing. That's what Google says. Still looking at TV? Jimin, for example, trying to understand what elders said. Cook, your Nona. He laughed and gave a high five to Tae. Tae, yeah. He also laughed. They aren't serious. They are just joking and they aren't giving much attention to Jimin's questions. Jimin, Nuna is boring? He asked Taekook. Cook, see, she is good at studies only and never participate in other curricular activities. Tae, but seems like she was good in studies. Now she isn't that much good. Taekook again laughed. But for Chimmy baby, it's something new to know. He thought that his Nana is boring and isn't cool like his Taekook. He was already angry on Ryan because of Alex's case. And now Taekook's careless behavior and joking made him think more negative about Ryan. Taekook didn't pay much attention that Jimin is also there and listening to them carefully because they were so into making fun of Ryan. In study room, Ryan, while hugging June, oh, oh, Oppa, June, yes, Ban, who did this? Ryan cried very hard in his arms that made June utterly shocked. June didn't say anything. He just caressed her head and rubbed her back continuously for some time. After some time, when Ryan felt calm, she broke the hug and looked at June. June picked her up and made her sit on the chair. He made her drink some water. June, Princess, now tell Oppa what happened. Ryan, Oppa, today. She stopped for some seconds and thinks something. Jim came to my class and she explained what had happened till she dropped Jim into his class. June, okay then. Wine, then I went to washroom and it took me some time. And when I went back to my class, Mr. Nam punished me and didn't let me enter in the class because I was late and he made me kneel out of the class for the half lecture. After that, he called me to his cabin after school. She felt goosebumps just by the thought of what had happened. Fine, he hit me 50 times by wooden ruler. So let me actually tell you what have happened with her. Not only her, all the girls are scared from Mr. Nam because his gaze always make them feel uncomfortable and his dark aura is enough to scare the girls. And today he targeted one. He asked her to remove her clothes. His intentions aren't good at all, and he threatened Vine that if she won't follow his command, then she have to be ready for hard punishment. And she denied what he asked for. So, out of anger, he slapped her once, and his slap mark is visible on her face too. She hid it from Taekook and Chimmy while coming back. After that, she applied a little makeup. He hit her because she didn't obey him, not because she came late in the classroom. And also, he threatened her to not say anything to anyone. He said if he get to know that she share anything to anyone, then he will put fake allegation on her only. he will tell that it was she who came to him and asked to do anything just for good grades. And he brainwashed her saying all this. He also said that no one will not believe her. Vine was already disturbed and wasn't able to think much. She got more scared. And moreover, she can't share this to anyone, not even her oppas too. That's the reason why she wasn't able to write much in test, because her hands aren't in good condition and her mind isn't at ease. As she is sharing her room with other two, she can't even cry in room. She was already weak in maths, and this professor isn't as good as previous one. As they said, she is thinking that she is good at studies only, and now she thinks the same. But now she is scared because if Mr. Nam deduct her grades or fail her, then she would be loser. Loser in everything. Wine didn't told everything and she hid about slap too. Because she is hella scared from Mr. Nam too. As she told June about it, she again hugged him, but this time more tightly. June, it's okay, sweetie. Now calm down. Oppa will come and complain about that professor. How he didn't let my princess put her statement, pecked her head. One immediately, no, please don't. She pleaded with broken voice. June, but Burn interrupted by Vine. Vine, no, Pa, it was my mistake. I wasn't able to say anything, and I wasted my time, even when I was knowing about the lecture's timing. She said while stuttering hard. June isn't satisfied with her answer, but he let it slide away because she said it was her mistake. He didn't punish her, and Vine apologized to him too. Then he carefully applied cream on her injured hand. She requested June to not tell any other oppa about her punishment because she is scared as well as embarrassed too. And June also think on it. He thought that he will discuss on this topic with his youngie, but not let Vine get to know about it. In kitchen, Hobby just went out to attend an important call. He asked Taekook to steal the food after some minutes, and three of them came to kitchen. Cook is stealing while Tae and Jimin are goofing around the kitchen and ended up Tae tickling Chimmy. After that, Jimin, Yoongi, let's have Choco, happily jumped and went to fridge. Jimin took out his chocolate, which Ryan gave him the previous day, and he gave some portion to Taekook from half chocolate. Then he is having half portion. Hobby came inside and looks at him. Hobby, oh, so having chocolate. Made Jimmy sit on the counter. Taekook exited the kitchen and went to their room. Jimin, yes, busy in having his choco. Hobby remembered something. Someone was saying that sharing is caring. Then why he didn't share? Jimin, Jimmy shared choco, Hyungi. Hobby, to whom and when? Jimin, oh Hyungi, slapped his forehead lightly. Tete Hyungi and Cookie Hyungi were here only, so Jimmy gave to them. Hobby, okay. Jimin, Hyungi, he asked while forwarding his hand towards Hobby. Hobby, no baby, Hyungi don't want to have it, but aren't you forgetting someone? Jimin, no. Chimmy didn't forget anyone. Yum, yum. His half face is covered by his choco, along with his small hands, and clothes also have some stains too. Hobby, you have a Nuna too, baby. Pinching Chimmy's little nose lightly. Jimin, no. Jimmy is angry on Nona. Jimmy doesn't want to share this yum yum choco with Nona. Angrily pouted. Hobby, why are you angry on Nona? And isn't it bad that you shared it with your Tete and Cookie Hongi, but not with Nona? Wine entered the kitchen at that time and smiled a little after seeing Jimin enjoying the chocolate. Hobby, Nana gave this to you, so you should share it with her, right? Wine, no, no, Oppa, I don't want to have. While taking out a water bottle, she drank and left from there. Hobby also got a call, so he forgot about Jimmy's being angry on his Nuna. She came here after washing her face and placing her stuffs in their room. Then she went in her room. Downside is her bed, and upside both are Taekook's beds. Vine, can you give me your math notebook for today's sum? She asked to Taekook, who are looking busy in playing games in their iPad. In low voice, they ignored her. Vine, guys, will you? She asked while looking up at both of them. They, Vine, don't annoy us. Go and take it. Cook, yes, don't disturb us. Can't you see we are playing? Annoyed, Vine nodded and went to their bags. It's not new for her though, but it made her a bit sad too. Maybe because she was already in bad mood, she had skipped her lunch and had some snacks only. She is feeling weak but ignored it and took their notebooks and did the sums in rough book while trying to understand. As June have explained twice and by notes of Taekook, she understood it fully. After that, she herself tried to solve some sums and she did good. She learned it. I don't know what you guys call it, but we call it rough book, which is a common extra book and can use for anything. As she was using rough book, so her handwriting is bad because she is still not comfortable to write. Then she took her maths notebook and again did some sums in her book, slowly by herself. She was hissing sometimes too, but two boys were too busy to notice it. After an hour, Jimin came in their rooms. Jimin, dinner. Yum yum food in our tum tum. Yum yum food in our tum tum. He said while dancing and jumping. Three of them looked at him and smiled widely. This little pack of snuggle bug is enough to bring smile on their faces. Cook jumped down and picked Jimmy up on his shoulder, who giggled loudly. The melodious sound of their youngest laugh made elders adore him more. Jimin, Yongi, holding Cook's shoulder by his small, cute, adorable hands. Then Cook went downstairs with Jimin on his shoulder. They also came downside and looks at Wine. She is resting her head on the table because she is having headache. There, come, Miss Wine, or you want invitation? Sarcastically, Wine didn't reply because she isn't in mood to fight with him. They pulled her hair, then ran downstairs. Come soon, chimpanzee. Vine looks at his back with annoyed and sodden face. Vine, what's his problem? Again rest her head on the table. June came to check if his three babies are there or already went downstairs. June, oh baby, come. Are you awake? He asked because he thought maybe she slept while sitting on her desk because it's normal for her. Vine, yes, Oppa. She stood up and went downstairs with June. June, you okay? She nodded. In dining room, Hobby served to everyone and Yunjin aren't at home as they will be late. Jimin, Yoongi feed Chimmy to June. June, okay bun. At the same time, Vine's chopsticks fell on the floor. All looks at her. Vine, sorry. Low voice. Hobby, it's okay baby. Here, take mine. I will get other. Smile. Vine, thank you, Pa. Took the sticks. There, at least have your food normally, Vine. Or you forgot how to hold chopsticks too. Trying to provoke her, Vine looks up at him but didn't reply. Taekook was expecting her to answer back so they can have fun while having food, but her silence somewhere made them worried for her. Hobby is in kitchen. June, Taekook, have your food quietly. Strictly, Hobby came back and sat on his seat. He is sitting on the head chair. Then Taekook are on left side and June, Chimmy baby on June's lap, and besides June, Vine is sitting on the right side of Hobby. June noticed that Vine is struggling to hold chopsticks. June, Chimmy, baby, is it okay if Hobby Youngie feed you? Sweetly. Jimin, why Youngie? He Vine. June, baby, please. He said in cute pleading tone. Jimin looks at him once and then sat on Hobby's lap. June held his chopstick in front of Vine's mouth. June, leave it. Here, have it. Oppa will feed you today. To Vine, all looks at him in confusion. Cook, why Youngie is feeding her? Whispers to Tae, maybe because of punishment. He might had punished her hard. See, some marks are visible on her palms. Whispered back. Jimin looks at them and felt so much sad. Jimin, Nuna is bad girl. Because of Nuna, Youngie didn't feed Jimmy. Jimmy hates Nuna. Sneeze snatching Jimmy's Youngies. He thought and pouted angrily. Hobby, baby, gesturing to open his mouth. Jimin did. Hobby, what happened to her, June? June, I punished her today. Hobby, frowning. Why, baby, what you did that Oppa punished you? Serious tone which made Vian more scared. Vian, Oppa that, not able to complete a sentence. After dinner, they went to sleep. Vian wasn't feeling good, so she slept earlier. Cook looks down once at Vian, checking if she slept or not. She slept early today. To Youngie must have punished her hard. I was annoying her without thinking about that punishment. Feeling sad from inside. Cook, when? When you and Jimmy went downstairs for dinner. Then, Cook, oh, is it only me or you also found her behavior odd. There? No, I also found the same. Have you noticed a mark on her left upper cheek? I have noticed it while having dinner. Cook turned and looks at her. No, I didn't. What's that? There are slap mark, but now it's not as much visible. But there are two scratches which are of Mr. Nam's nails. It made visible scratches on her upper cheek. There was something. I have seen it, but wasn't able to see again because of her hairs. Cook, come, let's check. Descending down as he doesn't want to wake her up, Cook turned on the light and Tay also looks down at her, more like hung his head from bed. Cook slides some hair strands from her face softly. Cook, there's something there. But wait, was she crying? He asked, getting worried after noticing the stains on her cheeks. There. What? Is that so? He also came downside immediately. There. Yeah, seems like she was crying silently before she fell asleep. Cook. And looks at her palms. Yoongi really went hard on her this time. Sad tone. This is how these two boys are. Will annoy her, do everything to irritate her. But tears in her eyes always make them fake. Also, they are okay if she cry because of their naughtiness, but not for any other reason. There, but slap? I don't think so. Yoongi can't slap her. I can guarantee it. Cook, I'm wondering the same. There, Ash, this girl can't even endure some pain. She is too weak for the world. Shaking his head, Cook, yeah, that's why Miss cried. And she also let her wounds like this. Didn't even apply cream. There. No. How can she do that? It may burn her. And Miss can't endure the burning. She liked to suffer with wounds more. He said sarcastically and went to get the cream from first aid box. Cook sat beside her on the bed and held her hand with utmost care. They applied the cream while blowing on it softly. They did their work, then slept. Top comments. Thank you so much for commenting, bunnies. Hope you will continue to comment like this only. Thank you so much for watching and showing your love, bunnies. Hope you will continue to show your love in future too. And still you didn't like, do it fast and comment and let me know how was the episode. Bye, take care, stay happy, healthy and safe. Bye bunnies.